7 Hidden Money Beliefs Keeping Women Broke. Hey, gorgeous queens! Welcome back to Rich Girl Shift, your ultimate hub for unlocking financial empowerment and building the life you've always dreamed of. I'm a rich girl, your money mindset mentor, and today we're diving into a topic that's silently holding so many women back from their wealth potential: your money mindset. You're not bad with money, sis. You're just following an invisible script that someone else wrote for you. Most women grow up with money beliefs shaped by family, society, or even media portrayals of what it means to be a good woman. These beliefs dictate how we earn, spend, save, and dream about money. But here's the real talk. If your money mindset isn't aligned with your financial goals, it's quietly sabotaging your path to freedom. Today, I'm exposing 7 signs that your mindset is keeping you stuck, and I'm giving you practical, soul-deep strategies to rewrite your money story. For over a decade, I've coached women from all walks of life: single moms juggling bills, corporate queens climbing the ladder, entrepreneurs building empires, and creatives chasing their passions. My approach isn't about pushing budgeting apps or stock picks. It's about rewiring your beliefs to embrace wealth with confidence and purpose. These insights come from years of research, hands-on coaching, and my own journey from financial overwhelm to financial peace. So, grab your journal, pour some tea, and let's get vulnerable. If you're ready to shift into your rich girl energy, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Let's spread this message to every woman who needs it. Quick disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only. I'm not a licensed financial advisor, and I don't know your unique situation. Always consult a professional before making big financial moves. Now, let's dive into the 7 signs your money mindset is holding you back. Sign number 1: you think wanting more money makes you greedy. If you've ever felt a pang of guilt for wanting a bigger paycheck, a dream home, or that luxury vacation, this sign is calling your name. Society loves to tell women that desiring wealth is selfish, shallow, or even unladylike. We're taught to prioritize others' needs, our kids, our partners, our communities, over our own ambitions. But let me set this straight: wanting more doesn't make you greedy. It makes you a woman who knows her worth. This belief often takes root in childhood. Maybe your mom sighed, "Money doesn't grow on trees," when you asked for new shoes. Or your grandma warned, "Rich people are selfish," when you admired a fancy car. For women, these messages are amplified by cultural expectations. We're conditioned to believe our value lies in nurturing, not earning. But here's a question: if you had more money, couldn't you give more to the causes and people you love? Let's talk about my client, Sarah, a 32-year-old teacher from Chicago. Sarah grew up in a working-class family where being content was a virtue. When she started a side hustle selling handmade jewelry, she felt ashamed for wanting to scale it into a full business. Her family's voice echoed in her head, "Don't get too big for your britches." But when we unpacked this, Sarah realized her desire for wealth wasn't about materialism. She wanted to pay off her mom's mortgage, fund her kids' college, and support her local women's shelter. In psychology, this guilt is called cognitive dissonance. You crave financial freedom, but you also believe wealth is wrong. Your brain can't reconcile these conflicting beliefs, so it sabotages your efforts to keep you in a safe state of scarcity. Research shows that women are more likely than men to experience this dissonance due to societal pressures to be self-sacrificing. Eagley and Wood, 2012. Here's how to flip the script. Money is neutral. It's like a paintbrush in an artist's hand. You decide whether it creates beauty or chaos. Wealth doesn't define your character. Your actions do. Imagine using your money to empower others, starting a business that employs women, donating to charities, or simply living stress-free so you can show up as your best self. Action step: grab your journal and write down 3 ways you'd use $5 million to make a positive impact. Maybe you'd launch a mentorship program for young girls, travel to volunteer globally, or build a safe space for your community. Revisit this list whenever guilt creeps in. Let your dreams anchor your ambition. You're not greedy. You're a force for good. Sign number 2, you're more comfortable struggling than thriving. Does financial struggle feel like your default setting? Like it's just how life is? If being broke feels oddly familiar, your nervous system might be wired for scarcity. This is a big one for women because we're often socialized to sacrifice our own comfort for others. I worked with Jasmine, a 28-year-old graphic designer from Atlanta. Jasmine kept missing job opportunities and undercharging for her freelance work. When we dug deeper, she admitted that success felt unsafe. Growing up, her family celebrated, making it through tough times. They bonded over shared struggles, late bills, hand-me-downs, and DIY fixes. For Jasmine, earning more felt like betraying that family legacy. This pattern is called financial trauma adaptation. Our brains are wired to recreate what's familiar, even if it's dysfunctional. Psychologists call this homeostasis, the tendency to maintain a normal state, even when it's harmful, Cannon, 1932. For women, this is compounded by societal messages that glorify struggle. Think about the strong woman archetype, she's always overcoming, never thriving. But here's the truth, staying broke doesn't honor your family's sacrifices. It limits your potential to create a new legacy. Imagine how proud your loved ones would be seeing you financially free, inspiring others to break the cycle of scarcity. Research shows that women who challenge these inherited patterns are more likely to achieve financial independence. Killawalt and Goff, 2013. Jasmine's breakthrough came when she visualized her future self, debt-free, traveling, and mentoring young designers. She started small, raising her rates by 10% and applying for one dream job. Within a year, she doubled her income and felt more connected to her family, not less. Action step: journal about the emotions you associate with wealth. Do you feel fear, guilt, or excitement? Next, trace the origins of these feelings. Was it a parent's comment? A cultural narrative? Then, write a letter to your younger self, affirming that you deserve to thrive. This exercise helps rewire your nervous system for abundance. Sign number 3. You believe wealth is about luck or privilege. If you think wealth is only for the lucky or the privileged, you're handing over your power. Yes, systemic barriers exist, especially for women, and even more for women of color. But believing success is out of your control keeps you stuck in a victim mindset. Here's a game changer. 88% of millionaires are self-made, according to a 2019 Fidelity study. They didn't inherit wealth or win the lottery. They built it through mindset, action, and resilience. Take my client, Maria, a 40-year-old single mom from Houston. Maria immigrated to the U.S. with $200, worked as a cleaner, and faced language barriers. But she studied successful women, learned culinary skills, and started a catering business. Today, she's a millionaire with a thriving brand. Was she lucky? No. She created her own opportunities. Women are often fed myths that our success depends on external factors like marrying rich or getting discovered. These stories disempower us, making us feel like wealth is a fairy tale. But your mindset is your greatest asset. When you believe wealth is possible, you notice opportunities like a new job posting, a side hustle idea, or a mentor's advice. Psychologically, this belief is tied to locus of control. People with an internal locus of control, believing they shape their outcomes, are more likely to achieve financial success than those with an external locus, blaming luck or fate. Rotter, 1966. Women, due to socialization, often lean toward an external locus, but we can shift this. Action step: research 3 women who started with little and built wealth. Try Oprah Winfrey, who overcame poverty, Sarah Blakely, who bootstrapped Spanx, or Rihanna, who turned talent into a billion-dollar empire. Journal about their habits and mindset. Find one woman whose story mirrors your background to make success feel attainable. Sign number 4. You avoid your finances like the plague. Do you dodge checking your bank account? Ignore bills until they're overdue? Pretend your credit card debt doesn't exist? You're not alone. Avoiding money is a common stress response, especially for women who feel overwhelmed by financial responsibilities. This isn't about being bad with money, it's about anxiety. I coached Emily, a 35-year-old nurse from Seattle. Emily hadn't checked her credit card statements in over a year because the numbers triggered panic attacks. She wasn't afraid of the balance. She was afraid of feeling like a failure. Growing up, her parents fought about money, and she internalized that finances equal shame. This avoidance is your brain's fight-or-flight response. Money feels like a threat, so you run from it. Research shows that women are more likely to experience financial anxiety than men due to social pressures and lower average earnings. American Psychological Association, 2015. But ignoring your finances doesn't fix them, it compounds the problem, like interest on a bad loan. Emily's turning point was creating a safe space to face her money. She started with one small step, checking her checking account balance while listening to calming music. Over time, she tackled her credit card debt and even negotiated a hospital bill, saving $1,200. Action step: schedule a weekly 15-minute money date. Make it inviting, light a candle, play your favorite playlist, and sip your favorite drink. Review one financial area, like your savings or a single bill. Celebrate each step, no matter how small. You're building courage, and that's powerful. Sign number 5, you tie your worth to your bank account. If your self-esteem swings with your bank balance, you're on an emotional roller coaster. Money is a tool, not a measure of your value. But for women, this is a tough trap to escape. We're bombarded with messages tying our worth to our appearance, relationships, or financial status. I worked with Lauren, a 30-year-old marketing manager from New York. When she landed a big client, she felt like a rock star. But when her car broke down, costing $2,000, she spiraled into self-doubt, questioning her competence. Her confidence was tethered to her net worth, and it was draining. This mindset stems from seeking external validation. As women, we're often judged by what we do for others, not what we have. But your worth is inherent. You're not your income, your debt, or your credit score. Your unique soul with dreams, talents, and a purpose that money can't quantify. Psychologically, this is linked to self-concept theory. When we tie our identity to external markers, like money, we're more vulnerable to emotional instability. Rogers, 1959. Women, due to societal pressures, are especially prone to this. Action step: list 5 qualities you love about yourself that aren't tied to money, your empathy, creativity, or strength. Keep this list in your phone and read it when you're feeling unworthy. Then, practice a daily affirmation. My worth is infinite and money is just a tool to support my purpose. Sign number 6, you fear judgment for wanting wealth. Ever worry what your friends or family will think if you get rich? Maybe you're scared they'll call you bougie, sell out, or say you've forgotten where you came from. This fear of judgment keeps countless women playing small. As women, we're socialized to prioritize connection over ambition. We fear that wealth will alienate us from our loved ones. I coached Taylor, a 27-year-old entrepreneur from Miami. Taylor felt guilty for out-earning her siblings, who teased her for acting rich. Her success felt like a wedge between her and her family, so she hesitated to pursue bigger opportunities. This is called a loyalty conflict. You worry that financial success means betraying your roots. But the right people will celebrate your wins. Those who don't? They're often projecting their own fears of change. Research shows that social support is critical for women's financial success, but unsupportive networks can hinder progress. Burt, 2000. Taylor's breakthrough came when she joined a women's entrepreneurship group. Surrounded by ambitious women, she felt validated and inspired. She also had an honest conversation with her family, sharing how her success could benefit them, like funding a family reunion. Action step: connect with women who share your financial goals. Join a local women's business network, attend a financial literacy workshop, or follow empowering accounts on social media. Then, have a heart-to-heart with one loved one about your dreams. Their support, or lack thereof, will clarify your next steps. Sign number 7. You believe struggle is noble. If you think hard work and suffering are the only honest paths to success, you're rejecting the ease you deserve. Many women grow up in families where struggle is a badge of honor. We're taught that if it's not hard, it's not worth having. I worked with Chloe, a 33-year-old lawyer from Los Angeles. Chloe felt guilty delegating tasks at work because her mom always said, "If you want it done right, do it yourself." She equated ease with laziness, even though she was burning out. Her mom's generation valued sacrifice, but Chloe realized she could honor her roots without martyring herself. The wealthiest women I know don't glorify struggle, they optimize for efficiency. They automate bills, hire help, and invest in systems that make money while they sleep. This isn't cheating, it's smart. Research shows that women who delegate and systematize are more likely to achieve financial independence. McKinsey, 2020. This mindset is tied to a martyr complex, where suffering feels like proof of virtue. But you don't need to earn your worth through pain. You deserve wealth that flows with purpose and peace. Action step. Reflect on where you're creating unnecessary struggle. Are you overworking to prove your value? Journal about what ease looks like, maybe hiring a cleaner, taking a course, or automating savings. Then, take one small step toward efficiency this week. Your rich girl shift starts now. If these signs resonated, you're already on the path to transformation. Awareness is your superpower. Your money mindset was shaped by your past, but you hold the pen to rewrite your future. You don't have to repeat old patterns. You can choose abundance, ease, and impact. Here's my challenge. Pick one action step from this video and start today. Whether it's journaling your money beliefs, scheduling a money date, or connecting with ambitious women, take that leap. You're not just building wealth, you're building a legacy that inspires others. Drop a comment below. Which money mindset block are you tackling? Share this video with a friend who needs her rich girl shift. Let's empower every woman to claim her financial power. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more money mindset magic. See you next time, Queens.